Hello, folks. Now, in between World Cup matches, I've been planning for this video for a while, and I finally got it together. It is about a specific, really narrow thing regarding Karen Reed's SUV and the handling of it. So let's talk about it. Welcome to the show.
Santa Claus, riding in with the winter laws. Santa Claus, streaming live for the roaring masses. Ho, 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 raise them horns, old Judge King in a crown of thorns. Santa Claus, streaming live for the roaring masses. Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus, Santa Claus.
Now, in the criminal trial, similar arguments were made, similar, but not entirety, regarding the lack of photographs of Karen Reed's SUV, the Lexus. But the prosecution had Judge Bev on their side. So now they don't, or the O'Keeffes don't, which makes this a new argument if this goes to trial. Now, regarding photographs, now they first have to determine that Karen Reed's SUV was a crime scene, which they had to, since they alleged that she hit John O'Keefe. That makes Karen Reed's SUV a crime scene. Even though they picked it up over at her mom's and dad's, it's still regarded as a crime scene. Okay? Are you with me so far? Okay. Now, since it is a crime scene, the CSSS quality manual comes in place. It is the what does it? Crime Scene Services Section, MSP. Okay, instead of me going down to the tiniest thing, there is a precedent, pre-2022 precedent. It's called the Commonwealth v. Kara Rintala case. That was the murder conviction was overturned on appeal. Yeah, we know that. But she subsequently were convicted of the lesser of manslaughter. Meaning that the evidence that got in even pre-2022, and I believe the retrial happened before 2022 as well, there they determined that the four corners photography method, established as the benchmark for Massachusetts State Police. There are other cases that are contemporaneous. You have Commonwealth versus Hector Bannister Sanchez. Now, both these cases aren't exactly related to the exact circumstances regarding the Karen Reed case, but it does establish cars as crime scenes, and how to act accordingly regarding cars as crime scenes, regardless if the car is still at the impact or moved to another place. The same rules apply. Four-corner photography. Meaning, and here is where Proctor and Bukhenik screwed up, because as it was established before, according to them, established before they seized the vehicle, They should have had a crime scene technician there to take those photos. That is it is insinuated in the TRF-10 regarding vehicle inventory. It doesn't spell it right out, but that's where case law comes in, which is the Cara-Rintala case. So case law establishes the four corner regarding cars as crime scenes, which means they screwed up before they even got to her car. On top of that, the tow company. Now, there isn't a specific law in Massachusetts that says tow truck drivers has to take pictures. But their insurance companies do. They have their rules and regulations, which in Massachusetts, a vast majority of all tow truck companies has to take pictures of the car for insurance reasons to make sure the damages, because they are transporting, and here's the catch, they are transporting evidence. So if they're hired to transport a car that is regarded as a crime scene, their policies says you have to take pictures. No pictures has ever been presented in court. Does that mean no pictures were taken? Now, here is where we have to speculate, because we know that Proctor, Bukhenik, and the rest of the MSP, they did not care about documentation, which is also in the policy documents. You have to document everything, even pre-2022. Even pre-2022. And obviously they didn't. It's quite clear they didn't. So you have a failure of procedure. But here's the catch. Do I honestly believe that no pictures were taken? No. I've said this before. I do believe Proctor decided to help the investigation against Karen Reed. He saw that the taillight was already cracked. At that time, he did not know about what happened earlier with the bump between cars. He had the words, maybe a few. At that point in time, he didn't have the word of Jennifer McCabe, who probably changed her story after all the taillights were found. So Proctor probably saw crack. Okay. Rip, bend, crack, get over there. Oh shit, there's more people. Drop a handful. And then decided later on to take the larger pieces, drive over, plant, and then let somebody else find it. Which also explains why they found the smallest pieces first and not the largest pieces last, which is completely contrary to logic. The largest red piece of taillight glass should have been found first, but it was found last because Proctor wanted to help. So there you have it. There is case law. There is policy. The case law is Commonwealth versus Cara-Rintala. The case laws Other cases involves Commonwealth versus Hector Bannister Sanchez from 2021. And contemporaneously with the Karen Reed investigation was the Marblehead fatal crash investigation, which also determined the 360 photos when cars are determined to be evidence or a crime scene. So you have pre-2022 case law. You have cases where MSPs actually followed procedure contemporaneously with the death of John O'Keefe. And then you have the protocols regarding how to collect evidence or how to vehicle inventory, the TRF-10, which has been basically the same since 2016, I believe. So there you have it. There is no excuse for Proctor and Bukhenik to not have a technician at place, to not take pictures at all. But then again, I honestly believe they did take pictures. And then they destroyed them, just like much else in the John O'Keefe investigation. Thanks for listening in. You have a good one, and I will see you in the next stream or video. Bye-bye.
Santa Claus, riding in with the winter laws. Santa Claus.